In the previous raid video, we went a bit into the details of what exactly raid is. I also talked about some nice little quality of lives that are really good in the game. Now in this video, I want to get a bit more into the details and start really getting into some of the characters that I like while also going into the arena. So this is going to be the second video sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, and I recommend that if you like what you see, you use either the QR code on screen right now or the link in the pinned comment to download Raid right now. We will be doing a second giveaway, so that's going to be 2 people who could win $10 if you comment. I'm going to be letting for the first video know who won very shortly. So all you have to do is comment and you could win $10 for 2 people. Now let's get into it. So to start off, we're going to talk about some of the rewards again. So immediately, if you do use the QR code or the link, you'll be getting Ultimate Galek immediately. Then, right after, once you get to level 15, you're going to be getting the Epic Champion Drake. So these 2 are going to be for free. And personally, I am actually still using Ultimate Galek, and he is pretty good. Then afterwards, there's going to be 5 promo codes that you're going to be able to choose from to get one of the legendary heroes. So let's go over the 5 in terms of how they look like, and I'm going to tell you guys my personal recommendation of which to choose. So first of all, it's going to be Sun Wukong. So this one's going to be available till the end of June. So I would definitely recommend actually doing it very soon because he's almost going to be going away. And to get this one, it's going to be Monkey King. I think this one, in my opinion, is my favorite design-wise. But there is also Alice the Wanderer. And to get this one, it's going to be Get Alice available till the end of until September. Then afterwards, it's going to be Green Warden Ruark, which is going to be gotten using the code TreeHugger, and this is going to be until October 22nd. Then there's going to be Tuhana Rock, which is going to be using the code Desert Queen, which is also one of my other favorites. And this one is going to be available to August 12th. And then there's going to be the legendary Tholen Foulbeard, which is going to be gotten using Demon Slayer, available to August 2nd. So like I said, it's going to be one of these 5 that you're going to be able to get, but there's also 2 other promo codes you're going to be able to actually use in game, and that's going to be either Game Leap or PP500. So these 2 you could use, but of course you can only use one of the 5 legendary codes. So in total, you download with the link, you're going to be able to get Drake and also Galek, and then you can get one of the 5 legendaries that I talked about, and then those 2 codes, which you can only do 1 code a day. So I do recommend using the code for the character first. Now, I'm of the opinion that people should probably go for Wukong, at least at the beginning. He's been like very helpful. In the summons that we did last time, I got Tomb Lord and also Adolin, which was also overall pretty solid because she's able to do an AoE heal, and then he's able to put some pretty good debuffs. And then obviously I used Galek for a bit of extra just damage, and just because like I already had him since the beginning, so he is leveled up. Now, why Wukong is because of the fact that he does actually have an AoE, so this AoE is going to be very strong, and for later on also, I mean, even for, I guess could say, let me move this. So the thing is with him is that he's actually able to block buffs, which is very strong, but the stealing part is what's very important for him, especially if you steal some really good buffs. In PvP later on, it's going to be good, and we're going to test him in Arena. Now, for this one also, just ignoring defense, like his damage is very strong, but it's mainly being able, this skill, the AoE, allowing you to really get through a lot of things. But overall, I gotta say that Adolin really kind of rounds out the team, especially because I don't have much other support because he does attack decrease and also a defense decrease. And he does have pretty good debuffs, all things considered, but I would say his poison is alright, not the craziest, but the speed lower is very strong. But Adolin, I do like a lot because she's able to, well, sleep, decrease speed, and attack, but mainly it's the heal. I really like the heal because I don't really have much other defensive measurements or like things that really help out defensively for the team besides this. So this is going to be very strong, very, very strong, because of the fact that it allows my Wukong to really stay alive and go ahead and just go crazy, right? So before hopping into Arena, I just want to say that I did upgrade pretty much all of the gear pieces to level 16. And especially in regards to the bottom 3, it's pretty important because, for example, this was 4% attack and now it's at 30% attack, and that's the same thing for this, and then this goes up to 35 speed when I think it was at 4 before. So just wanted to really say that this is going to be a pretty big help overall for his stats. So I mean, especially with Wukong, at least get Wukong's bottom pieces up so he could go crazy, because the speed is going to let him go first, and afterwards you're going to get some pretty good attack. So let's go into this match. We're gonna fight another Wukong. I feel like most people did choose him. So let's see how we do just with all the extra stats. And we do get a kill there. Pretty huge. I think Wukong's gonna go next. Yep, and he does get us quite low, all things considered. So we're gonna have to try and get that Wukong dead. So do I want to use this? Yeah. Let's use it. Let's use it. Okay, decrease attack. Unfortunate we didn't get the sleep, but oh, hello sheep. Hello sheep. All right, that's unfortunate. Let's go again. Oh, almost dead. Come on, kill. Yes, there we go. All right, perfect. Let's go. Nice. So yeah, no. Even if you get your gear up, I mean, you would have to get a lot of gear up. And I did have other better units, but especially early on, having just one good unit like Wukong is going to be definitely a necessity. So make sure that, especially for this, I am of the opinion get Wukong, but if you want to get one that other design that you like, then that's up to you. And if we do look at the ratings on Hell Hades, which is a site that has a lot of information, and probably one of, or not the best database for raid, we could kind of see how all these characters are rated. So Tholin's rated at an overall 4, and for the most part, he seems to be good in a lot of the bosses, and also good in arena. Like, he's a very solid pick. Then we go to Alice, also out of 4. But, like, for her, it's a bit odd how she was rated 4 when there's also 3s and 3.5s. So I feel like out of the 5, she might be the weakest when you see Sun Wukong at 4.5. In my opinion, because of arena. Like, he is a very solid 5 in arena, which I think is a very fair point for him to be 4.5. If you're trying to find that arena character, I mean, especially with the buff block and all that, I could understand why this guy is a 5 in arena. Then there's 200 Rock, which is a 4.5, and you can see she's very solid. Like, 4.5 in arena, 5 in Doom Tower, 5 in Chimera and Hydra. Like, this is some pretty good numbers that she's putting up, all things considered. And I could see why, especially with this ult, decrease attack and buff block, and then spreading debuffs is kind of crazy. So, like, I could understand why this girl's really good, especially with these buffs and everything. So, yeah, no, I would say, like, between the two, strength-wise, probably would be between Wukong and 200 Rock. But the thing is, well, there's Stolen at 4, but, you know, he's cool. I think has very good overall solid 4 or 4.5 ratings. But especially the more I look, the more I like Ruark, right? So Ruark is a little weak in, like, Chimera, but overall not horrible. But because he has my favorite design, I would say one of them, him and Wukong, in terms of these 5 legendaries, are probably my 2 favorite. Like, I have a soft spot for this guy. I really do have a soft spot for him. All right, so let's go into this one. And let's just start with the AoE. Let's see if we could just kill with this. That is Alice, one of the ones that you could actually get. So yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone pretty easily you'll get one of them and then you'll stick with that one that you get for the legendary heroes very easily. But I would say having Wukong did help us quite a bit. And the other characters that we have are just a little better. So there is that. And there we go. That's going to be the end of it. Alright, so we've got another Wukong team. I really think that just from what I was seeing, most people do like their Wukongs. Okay, so we don't kill, but if they don't have a heal, it's pretty much game over. It's a little too low of a heal. We do get hit quite a lot, but we're going to be fine. Yeah, we're going to be fine. Okay, that's alright. And let's go for the sleep on Wukong, just to be safe. That's fine. We just got to get the kill, and we do. And there we go, because we kill, then we are able to kind of get everyone else. So that's good. And I was starting to look at the character designs, and I really think Kurosa is still probably... And I was starting to look at the character designs a bit more. I just wanted to see and look and just have fun. Because honestly, the designs in this game, especially with how the backgrounds look, are really good. And Kurosa probably just has one of the better ones from the ones I've seen and looked in. Dude, honestly, really sick. Yeah, no, these characters have really nice ones. And Demon Spawn overall has pretty decent ones. I like Carnage's. I love the 2 forms too for the mythicals, but yeah, Carnage's is also really sick. I love the colors going on here and the armor. The way they do armor in this game is really good. So once again, thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring the second video on the channel. You could use the QR code or the link in the description to download the game. And once again, you could get one of the 5 legendary heroes, being either Wukong, Alice, Green Warden Ruark, 200 Rock, and also Foul Beard with the codes on screen. Now, besides that, make sure the other codes, Game Leap and PP500, are used on the following days. And of course, at just for downloading the game. You could get Galek, and that is also gonna be a pretty good unit. I have been using him, and then of course at level 15, you could get the epic champion Drake. Hope to see you guys on this game. Thank you for watching this video. If you do plan on playing, feel free to add me. I'll see you guys. Have a good one.